Gil Martin here, and welcome everybody to today's episode of the Daily Packers Post, where we bring you in-depth daily coverage of your Green Bay Packers. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe so you never miss an episode. We have new videos every day, Monday through Friday. Today, we're going to talk about Packers offensive tackle Rasheed Walker. He has been the starting left tackle for the last 2 years, but after the draft and free agency, he's going to face a tough challenge to keep his job protecting Jordan Love's blind side. And Walker's career has been pretty interesting. He entered his final year at Penn State. Many scouts viewed him as a potential first-round draft pick, but he had a rough final season in college, fell all the way to the 7th round in the 2022 NFL draft. The Packers selected him with the 249th overall pick. He ends up making the team, but in his rookie year, played in one game, played 4 snaps, and all of those snaps came on special teams. But in 2023, he makes the roster again. He is the backup left tackle, but after week 1, David Bakhtiari shut down. The knee swells up again, and Walker is thrust into action, and he did a solid job starting 15 of the final 16 games of the season, playing in all 17 games, and he did a solid job protecting the blind side of Jordan Love. Last year, Walker starts all 17 games, grades out as a solid NFL left tackle, according to Pro Football Focus. He had a very good grade as a pass blocker, only allowed 3 sacks all year in 562 pass blocking snaps, but his run blocking grade was average at best. So now we have the situation of what happened over the offseason, and it wasn't great for Rasheed Walker, and we'll talk about why a little bit later, but you know, when it comes to the offensive line, both head coach Matt LaFleur and GM Brian Gutekunst, they always say they want competition and they want the best 5 players on the field. And that's one of the reasons that the Packers tend to draft players who can play multiple positions along the offensive line, because it gives them more options to put the best 5 out there. So in free agency, the Packers didn't make many signings, but one of them was guard Aaron Banks, the former 49er, going to be inserted at left guard. You end up losing center Josh Myers. He signs with the Jets as a free agent. So Elton Jenkins, who played left guard last year, now going to slot over and play center. Also, so far, so good. You then, in the second round of the draft, the Packers add offensive tackle Anthony Belton out of NC State. He can play tackle. They may also try him at guard. So there's, again, more competition for Rasheed Walker potentially. And then you throw in last year's first-round pick, Jordan Morgan, who only played 6 games last year. And, you know, last year, they said they were going to try him at tackle. They said they were going to play him at guard. By the time training camp came around, he was exclusively working at right guard, but injuries fell him. He only plays 6 games, and now he's back, and the coaching staff and the Gutekunst indicating, yeah, Morgan will compete for the left tackle job as well as the right guard job. So all of a sudden, you know, the old iron sharpens iron. We're going to see who ends up as the starting left tackle. But I'll tell you now, part of the challenge for Rasheed Walker, when you draft a guy in the first round, Jordan Morgan, you want to see that guy play. So whether he ends up starting at left tackle or right guard or somewhere else, you know, yeah, Walker can beat out Morgan, but the team, all things being equal, wants Morgan to succeed. So the other thing that's now hanging over Rasheed Walker's head is his contract status. This will be his 4th year in the league and the final year of his entry-level contract. So the Packers have to figure out his future. By the way, Sean Ryan, Zach Tom, the right side of the offensive line, Ryan, the right guard, Tom, the right tackle, they're also in a contract year this year. The Packers are very unlikely to be able to sign all three of these guys to a second contract. Tom clearly is the priority. He was the highest graded player along the offensive line last year. We'll see whether or not Gutekunst can work out a new deal with Tom, but all indications are the Packers are working on that. And then, depending on whether Walker wins the left tackle job, ends up as the swing tackle, he's playing for a second contract. And that contract may be with the Packers or it could be somewhere else. But Walker is going to need a strong training camp and a strong preseason to keep his starting job. And, the other thing is this: injuries in the NFL happen all the time. You're one play away, if you're the swing tackle or the primary backup, from being thrust into the lineup. So even if he doesn't win the starting job, Rasheed Walker can be a valuable piece for the Packers this year, but his future with the team going to depend on how he does in 2025. I'm rooting for him. He's always been a good, hardworking player. Great to see those seventh rounders develop into solid starters. And even if Rasheed Walker doesn't sign a new contract with the Packers after 2025, he has proven he's more than capable of being a starting NFL offensive tackle, and a pretty good one. Don't forget to check out our website at thepackerspost.com. New articles go up every day, Monday through Saturday. Hit the like button and subscribe to the Daily Packers Post here on YouTube so you never miss an episode. I'm Gil Martin. Thank you so much for watching the Daily Packers Post. Have a great day, everybody. And of course, go Pack Go.